Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care. I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA of Monroe County.
Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
Because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself. You know what I'll do with the ticket?
What happens when the top prosecutor in a county, the very person responsible for putting criminals behind bars, becomes the one refusing to follow the law? In Rochester, New York, District Attorney Sandra Doorley is captured on Bodycam, defying police during a traffic stop. The footage has now gone viral, sparking outrage, investigations, and calls for her resignation. But the bigger question is this: does the law apply equally to everyone or only to those without power? It starts like many other Bodycam cases: a routine traffic stop, a speeding violation, and an officer simply doing his job. Officer Chris Crisafulli of the Webster Police Department clocks a black SUV at 55 in a 35 mph zone. He activates his lights and sirens, expecting the driver to pull over, but instead of stopping, the SUV continues down the road, and that's where the problems begin. In law enforcement, failing to stop immediately for an officer is a red flag. It raises questions. Is the driver intoxicated, distracted, or actively trying to avoid accountability? This is why failing to yield to emergency lights is more than just a traffic infraction. It's a potential arrestable offense. But what Officer Crisafulli didn't know yet was that this driver wasn't just anyone.
Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
So you can call Dennis.
Can you please come over here? This is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay, I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
Yes, I am, with the hands-free, absolutely.
Okay.
When the vehicle finally pulls into a private driveway, the driver steps out. She doesn't look nervous, nor does she seem apologetic. Instead, she immediately asserts her authority, claiming to be Sandra Doorley, the District Attorney of Monroe County. In other words, the chief law enforcement officer for the entire region. Doorley openly admits she was speeding, but then follows it with the words, "I don't really care, I'm the DA." For most citizens, admitting guilt is usually followed by compliance. But in this case, it's met with defiance, as if her position shields her from consequences. From the very first exchange, this stop takes a controversial turn.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
Yes, I am, with the hands-free, absolutely.
Okay. Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Can you please tell him to leave me alone?
Officer Crisafulli. Can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis? This is ridiculous. Just go away.
Hello, sir. Good. Ma'am, can you please stay at the back? This is legal traffic stop. Can you please stay over here?
No. Hey, baby, get your little guy out of here.
Sir.
Then comes the power play. Doorley calls Police Chief Dennis Colomier on the spot, the very boss of the officer trying to conduct the stop. This is not just unusual, it's a direct attempt to leverage her political position for personal benefit. For many viewers, this is the exact definition of abusing power. When pressed, Doorley refuses to stay at the back of the vehicle. She moves toward her house, telling the officer to just go away. At this point, the officer warns her not to enter her home, reminding her she is legally detained. But Doorley ignores him, further escalating the situation. Officer Crisafulli, to his credit, remains calm. He reminds her that this is a lawful traffic stop and asks for her license and ID. Instead of complying, she claims her purse isn't with her, it's just her lunch. To most officers, this type of behavior signals resistance, not cooperation.
Sir, I stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
On Phillips Road.
And she failed to stop. She drove all the way back home and parked in her garage. And now she's not complying with any of my commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside. This is a traffic stop. Here's your phone back.
I understand the law better than you. Would you just
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
No. Get out of my fucking house. Here.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're acting like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. Okay, 55.
I don't care if you got home. You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over. When my lights were initiated.
I didn't know you were stopping me. There was lots of other people on the road.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, there were other people on the road too.
Okay, I was directly behind you.
I'm not dealing with you right now.
Can you please step over here?
I'm not going to.
Imagine being in Officer Christofouli's shoes. You're confronting your county's district attorney who has the power to influence prosecutions, promotions, and even your career. Do you enforce the law and risk political retaliation? Or do you back down, risking accusations of favoritism and corruption?
What is the reason you're so against what I'm doing? I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA of Monroe County.
At one point, Doorley even flashes her DA badge. This isn't standard procedure for a traffic stop. In fact, it's the exact opposite. By showing her badge, instead of her license, she sends a message: I'm not just a driver, I'm someone important. But that display only reinforced the perception of privilege. Later in the encounter, she claims she'd had a rough day, dealing with 3 murders in the city. While no one denies that prosecutors carry heavy caseloads, stress is not a free pass to break the law. Her statement reflects a troubling mindset that her role entitles her to exceptions. And that mindset is what fueled public outrage when the footage went viral.
Just don't understand the hostility towards me. I'm doing my job.
No, you're being an asshole.
How am I being an asshole?
I am the DA of Monroe County.
I understand
Yes,
that, but
I'm
that doesn't
coming
give
home
you
from work,
a right
and
to
I
go
was
55 and a 35. And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I understand that, ma'am.
I don't really care.
understand that.
You know what? If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just don't understand the hostility.
don't-
I understand
no,
you're
I
coming home
understand
from
why you're
work.
making- And half the time I was on the phone with Dennis, telling him, why are you pulling me over?
You're not even supposed to be on the phone to begin with. You
Oh,
should
yes.
know that.
On hands-free? Absolutely.
Okay.
You should know the law.
Okay? If it is hands-free, that's great. But at the end of the day, you're going 55 and a 35. That's 20
Okay.
miles over the speed limit.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. You know what I've been dealing with all day? 3 murders in the city. And do you think I really care if I was going 20 miles over the speed limit?
Okay, I'm just doing my
I would
job.
get in front of the-
If you pulled over when you saw my lights, which obviously you did.
I thought you were going somewhere else because I thought no one would ever pull a black SUV if you ran my plates.
I didn't run your plate. I just called your plate out. And then I'm following you because you're not stopping. So I had to take the air from dispatch.
Doorley repeatedly tells the officer she doesn't care about a ticket. At one point, she says, if you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'll prosecute myself. But that's not how justice works. A prosecutor doesn't get to be judge, jury, and defendant at the same time.
Just please.
953. You can have the air back, by the way.
Sandra.
Just come outside over here.
No, I'm not going outside.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you just to leave.
Well, I'm having a supervisor come because that's what my chief told me to do. Do you have your driver's license?
I just showed you my driver's
You show me your badge.
Here's the legal truth. Speeding 20 miles over the limit and failing to stop are arrestable offenses. If this had been an ordinary driver, they could have faced handcuffs. But in this case, the officer chose discretion, citing her instead of escalating. And that decision only added fuel to accusations of a 2-tiered justice system.
With EMS, a 14-year-old having a seizure, 200 East River Road.
And I was
She's
just
part
trying
of it.
to,
She's a DA.
Yep, I know.
and I was just trying to pull into my driveway. I was on the phone with Dennis Kohlmeyer saying, would you please tell the person who's following me that I'm almost home?
Ma'am, I understand you were going home, but I started my lights back at Phillips Road.
Wait, on Phillips Road, yes,
Yes.
you did, and there are other cars.
I was right behind you, directly behind you. At the end,
Go ahead, like,
listen.
you wanna,
At the
like
end
I
of the
said,
day,
go ahead if you want to write me a traffic ticket, that's fine.
okay. At the end of
I
the
don't
day,
care.
at the end of the day, I was stopping you for speed. If you
I've
just
had
stopped,
a really bad day. I've been dealing with murders
and I get
in the
it,
city
and I
all
get
day.
it. We have bad
I'm
days
sorry,
also,
I'm
ma'am.
I'm sorry.
We have bad days also.
My license back?
I'm gonna just add it to the job real quick.
Okay, you want me to do it?
At the end of the day, I was just making a traffic stop, doing my job, what I was supposed to do.
Well, fine, thank you.
Okay? So now, supervisor's on his way. and then we'll go from there.
Supervisor's coming up here?
Huh?
Who?
Sergeant Johnson. I understand you had it. Like, I get it. We all have bad days at work.
And I'm going to go in the house. Seriously, this is ridiculous.
No, this is a traffic stop, and you, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. I really don't care.
Okay. Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
Because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself. You know what I'll do with the ticket?
Okay, just come out here for me and just stand.
I'm not walking out there. He turned around. I didn't know if it was me. I wasn't sure because there were other cars going back and forth. Then I got to turning into the field press, and I'm like, I'm just going to drive home. That's what I did. So I was getting this story. And I got on the phone with Dennis. I don't know. Even before I turned, when I turned in and said, you know, it's me that they're stopping. Just tell them it's me.
I would advise against that. I mean, you're supposed to pull off to the side of the road if somebody with their emergency lights is coming behind you anyways.
Yeah, I just
Corey, it's fine. Just, we're having supervisors come, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, come on. Just
this is what my chief wants. That's, at the end of the day, you called him. I spoke to him on your phone, and this is what he wants.
I'm going to call him again. Seriously.
I get that she came home. I mean, obviously, if I...
It makes no sense. I explained that to her. It makes no sense to come home.
She came home. She failed to stop. I mean, it's an arrestable offense. I'm not trying to arrest the DA of the county, but also I don't want to not do my job and not at least write her something. So
no, I get it. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to...
I'll at least write her the freaking going 55 and a 20.
Eventually, a sergeant arrives on scene. Even then, Doorley continues to argue, calling the stop ridiculous and saying she just wanted to go inside. The supervisor backs up his officer, making clear this was a lawful stop. But Doorley's resistance never truly ends. She only relents once a citation is written.
At the end of the day, I got discretion whether or not.
No, I get it. I understand.
So, all right, ma'am. So I'm issuing you speed in zone 55 and a 35.
That's fine. I'll take care of it since I'll be prosecuting myself.
Okay.
In the end, Doorley receives a speeding ticket, 55 in a 35 miles per hour zone. For most people, that's where the story would end. But for a district attorney, the consequences extend far beyond a fine, because every action is now scrutinized through the lens of public trust.
At the end of the day, if you see my lights and sirens behind you, and obviously they're going off, just pull over, we can have a conversation, and be on our way. I kept my eye on your vehicle. I'm not going to check my computer to see what plate it is if a vehicle is not stopping for me. I want to keep my eyes on that vehicle for my safety, so I make it home at the end of the day. Okay?
I apologize, but...
I'm sorry that you had a bad day, and I'm sorry it went this way, but I do respect what you do. Have a good day, man.
The Office of Public Integrity launched an investigation into her conduct. Their findings: Doorley violated codes of ethics, attempted to secure unwarranted privileges, and acted belligerently toward law enforcement. This wasn't just a bad day. It was a clear abuse of position, and the OPI made sure the findings were forwarded to higher authorities. The case didn't stop locally. It was sent to the New York State Commission on Prosecutorial Conduct for further review. This commission has the authority to recommend discipline, suspension, or even removal. And for many critics, that's the level of accountability this situation demands. After the footage went public, Doorley issued an apology. She admitted her behavior was inappropriate, but denied seeking special treatment. Yet the footage shows otherwise. Multiple times she invokes her position as DA. For many, the apology felt less like accountability and more like damage control. The backlash in Monroe County was swift. Citizens demanded she step down, citing a loss of faith in her ability to uphold the law. Local leaders voiced concern, saying public trust in the justice system was at stake. Yet despite the outcry, Doorley has refused to resign. This case highlights a larger national conversation. Do powerful officials play by the same rules as ordinary citizens? Or is there truly a two-tiered justice system, one for the people and another for the powerful? The Bodycam footage forces viewers to confront that uncomfortable question. For Officer Chris Afuli, this was never about politics. It was about enforcing the law equally, regardless of who was behind the wheel. His calm demeanor stood in sharp contrast to Doorley's hostility, and that professionalism is what allowed the incident to end without escalation. In the end, no one was arrested. Doorley left with only a speeding ticket, though the reputational damage was far greater. Her actions have now placed her career credibility, and public trust on the line. And that is a consequence no courtroom can erase.